Hi, welcome to RaleneCreates. Today, I'm going to be in my wellness planner. I'm going to be using these 3 books, botanicals, colorful boxes, probably going to take a few things from Boss Babes and Empowering Woman. And then I have a few of my favorites from JDandBrooklyn. I want to kind of use these in my wellness planner for this week. So if you're interested in seeing what I do with this, stick around. Let's get started. This is my September layout, and I tend to like to use this area of my planner to really focus on wellness in general. That means my health and fitness, as well as my well-being, my mind, my soul, my body. So I kind of focus on all of those different things in this section of my planner. I personally want to focus on meditation. I wanted to focus on me time. I suffer from headaches, so I also want to keep track of when I'm not feeling well, when I didn't sleep well, if I got my steps in. I'm not out for perfection. I'm truly trying to just enjoy me. And so my wellness planner helps me for doing that. So let's get started. One of the things that I want to stress when you're planning is that progress is better than perfection. Some weeks you'll have more to do. Some weeks you won't have anything to do. Some weeks you're very, very busy. So the very thing that you want to do is just enjoy the journey and make sure you're taking care of yourself. So let's start planning. Now, I am really excited. I love botanicals. I think I have several copies of this. I didn't know I liked it. I bought it a couple months ago and have fell in love with it. I am a flower girl, so anything that has to do with flowers, I'm all in it. So what I really like in this book is these florals right here. And the funny thing is I know that this is a wellness planner, and in this you'll notice that there's this blue here and there's a little hint of pink going on here. I am not really going to get caught up in that. I'm going to make it work for me. I know that there's a little orange going on there. I think it'll still all coordinate together. I know some people like to make everything coordinate. That's not me. Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. So what I'm going to focus on right now is using these florals right here in my wellness planner. And then I will show you how I do it. Let's move those aside. Okay. So I love these because they're like a border, and if you look at them from a border standpoint, you can literally line them up. I love lining things up in the center section. And because this is my wellness planner, I tend to use most of my tracking for my steps and everything in that particular section. So I'm going to focus on trying to do just that. And one of the things I love about Happy Planner stickers is that when I make mistakes, I can pick them right back up. So here's what I'm going to do there. Okay. Sometimes I don't like the lines, but I'm not really going to worry too much about that today. And then I'm going to try and frame this a little bit here by coming on this side and mirroring it. Generally, my style is that if I've done something over here, I'm going to try and mimic it in some way. Okay, on the other side. Now, I love that there's pink in these two here. And because there's that pink or peachy color going on, I'm going to see if I can try and incorporate them a little bit. There we go. All right. And that looks kind of cute right there. So let's do that. Okay. Now, as I mentioned, this is the section where I normally place I think I'm going to go right here with this one, where I put all my tracking. So many of you might say, well, okay, you put all those flowers there. So what I tend to do is I use colorful boxes or boxes to kind of place my items in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can find some, I think there are some boxes here, like these here, that are in here, and I'm going to use them. I want to have one for each day. So there's one for Monday. And this is where I will track my steps. Okay. And I think I'm going to go here on that one. Okay. And then let's see, let's go with this color here and kind of block that there. Okay. And then, so that make Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Let's go with Thursday over here. And since there is no flower here, I'm just going to kind of do this one right here. Okay. So you'll see that now I have a place to track all of my my steps. If I don't do my steps for that particular week, for that particular day, I tend to use that box for other purposes, but primarily my purpose is to track my steps. So my top section is more about how I'm feeling, what's motivating me, what's my mind dealing with, what's my spiritual goals are. And so I tend to do a little decorative, but I also leave room for bullet points. Botanicals has some really pretty items in here that may coordinate, like this one here. And then this one says, don't put off your happy life. I think that would be really, really, really pretty over here on Monday. Okay, so I'm going to put that right there. And then I tend to like to offset the boxes a little bit and then overlap them a little. So that would be my Monday. Okay, so now, because I have that there for Monday, there's obviously no room for writing. So what I will do is I will come back and I will probably use one of these boxes here, and I will put that there. One for Monday, and then another one for Tuesday. So my goal is to always be decorative as well as functional. So it's a good marriage of the two for me. So, and then I love these boxes here because they have those lines and it'll allow me to do some journaling. So, but I don't like to do a lot of journaling up here because I do a lot of journaling down here in the bottom section here. So I think because this one's there, I think I'm going to try this one here. And then I'm going to put it on Sunday when I tend to do less activities for myself. Okay. Now, okay, this is where I want to stop for a second. I love this girl. Okay, she has on the pink, the blue, and a little bit of the pink. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of the botanicals. I think there was some border stickers for botanicals. I think I'm going to go with this. And this was a decal, and actually a die cut from JDandBrooklyn. And so what I have done, and isn't she adorable? And let me take that little item off over here. So I'm going to tag JDandBrooklyn and Brooklyn and leave a link for them. But this is an adorable die cut doll, and no, I don't look like that, but it kind of reminds me of myself. And so I'm going to, what I did was I ran it through my Xyron sticker machine. And then, so I've made it into a sticker for myself. And then I'm going to place her right here. But I kind of want the flowers to kind of go with her. So I'm going to put this on the edge of this paper like that. And then add her right here. Okay, isn't that adorable? That is so cute. Okay, and then, so because I'm loving these flowers a little bit, and I like the Simply Lovely, I think, let's see if I should go over here. Yeah, I think I'm going to bring this one over here And I'm going to go off the page a little bit, and then I'm going to trim that little extra piece off. And then I'm going to use that somewhere over here. Actually, let's not waste anything. So let's do that. And then what I also saw, I don't know if you could see this, these were actually cut off improperly, but I'm going to pick them up and I'm going to use them along the border of this just to give a little color, a little interest to the bottom area here. Because it's so small down here, I'm just going to kind of leave that right there and kind of do that, cut off a little bit of it. And it just gives a little bit of interest, like it was all kind of intentional. Okay, so there you go. Now, so I have my girl here. Now, this would probably bother me a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can find some kind of sticker to cover that area up. If not, I will use my white out. I didn't want to go with white because it is pink and the white out kind of looks weird. So I kind of like this because it says get it done. And so I'm going to put that right there. Actually, get it done. Okay, there we go. Now, I love a good quote. So I'm going to look for a quote to go right here. This weekend. How about stand out? Okay, that will do it. Okay, that will fit right there. Okay, and so it kind of, there we go. So there's my corner. I tend to love to do corners. It still leaves a lot of room. So now I am going to come back and I'm probably going to put a few bullet points. Actually for thankful, so I could list, this will be my gratitude section. Brooklyn ones. The ones that I really wanted to focus on is these. And you see I can have used them. I love I love taking bubble baths, and my me time is centered around my bubble bath. I tend to do that regularly. So I am going to incorporate her. I was going to use her as well because I believe that's the same girl. So let's see, maybe she could go right here on Saturday. I tend to wash my hair on Saturday, getting ready for church on Sunday. So I'm going to put her right here to kind of, that would be my day for that. And then they also have the mani-pedi ones. I don't think I'm going to, I will use them, but I think I'm going to, I'm either going to use the word mani-pedi or I'm going to incorporate her. There it goes right there. I'm going to find a box. Let me go back to botanicals and see if I can find another one of these type of boxes. I don't think I found, okay, there's one. And since she's pink, I think I'm going to go with this one here. Let's do this one. Okay. And then I think I'm going to go on Friday. So what I tend to do is I use my calendar on my phone, and I use it to look at my schedule and see what's going on for the week. And we all know that Monday is Veterans Day. Chapel service I work at a seminary, so there's chapel service on Thursday. We have a Bible study that night. So Thursday's going to be busy. So doing my hair, doing my nails on Friday would be perfect. And then more me time on Saturday would be great. I have a baby shower on Friday, as well as a dinner party on Saturday. And then Sunday is church. So I think this is perfect. This allows me to focus on the things that I need to focus on. I love these here. They're basically how I'm feeling. I tend to keep these in my planner and then use them as the day goes by. If I'm having one of those don't bother me type of days, I will use one of those. I'm smiling, I'll use those. So I tend to not place them on before the pen, but later. Okay. So I won't use the bath because I think that'll be a little bit too much on this particular page, but I can use them in my regular planner, and I've done that one. So I've incorporated, I think, though, I kind of want another girl on, well, maybe I will come over here and put, I kind of feel like I have too many girls over here, but I may come back and take back my words and incorporate her right about here, just to kind of balance out that the girl is not just like floating on one side of the page there. Okay, one last thing, and then I think I'm gonna be done. I want to put some bullet points down here. How about these? These might be nice. Okay, and I do have my tweezers. I am not so much a tweezer girl, but I'm gonna give this a try, and I'm going to say what I'm thankful for here in this section here, and I'm gonna put 3 in my focus area. And this is where I will put my goal for the, I think I'm gonna put several of these so I can focus on several different things for the week. Right now, with the launch of the YouTube channel and focusing on getting things done, I also want to make sure that I continue to take care of myself, so I don't overdo it. And so, yeah, I like this. Okay. Now, all right, there it goes. Okay, so I think that looks really good. The last thing that I might want to do is something over here. Now, I want to say something. I do not exercise 5 days a week, and my goal is not to exercise 5 days a week. So, yeah, I mean, probably should, but if I could get 1 or 2 days of exercising in on a week, I feel good. My focus is on other things. Right now, I believe water intake would be more of something that I want to do every day versus exercising. So let me see if I can find a sticker for that. And you'll notice that I'm going to leave this section here. I tend to like this. Sometime I will cover this whole section up. I might do that with a tracker. But I always, every week, I always find a positive word. I write down what I'm reading for the week, what I'm listening to, how I'm feeling, and what I'm watching. I just kind of like doing it. It just kind of makes my day. So I've decided to use botanicals. I really like this one, and it kind of goes with the flowers here. And so I'm going to cover up this section right here. And I notice that it's not covering it all the way, but I'm going to make it work for me. And I'll tell you how in a second here. It really doesn't bother me that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably find some more flowers that would kind of make that all kind of tie together too. Okay, I'm going to make this a choo-choo area here, because I still have the area down below there. Okay, I actually like that. And then I think that little thing on the side, I think it's not going to bother me as much as I think I can do. I always save the pieces when I cut them off, and that might look a little weird there, but it kind of takes away from that black thing there. And this one here I'm actually liking, and it says be true to you. So I'm going to put that right here. We can always do that. And then I'm not sure if this color is okay, but I'm going to kind of tie this in, and actually that works. Oh, no, that's not a positive word. Okay, and there we go. Okay, all right, so I think I'm kind of done. I have an area for everything. Wednesday. That one kind of looks bare to me, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. I think I'm happy with it. I was going to get another quote from Empowering Woman, but I think I am happy. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you'll consider subscribing and hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified every time that I put up a new video. Thank you, and never forget, as I encourage you, I encourage myself. Be blessed.